How are you? Good. So, we have a very interesting panel of startups this afternoon here in the South Summit. My name is Miguel Garcia and I come from Zabala Innovation Consulting. In case you don't know us, we have a very large booth over there. You can come and visit us. We have also presents for you. We are an innovation consultancy firm based in Spain, France, UK, and Brussels, and also in Colombia, and we help startups. And some of the startups we're currently helping are here today to do a magnificent pitch. So, I will be giving the floor to the different teams that we have today here with us, so I hope you enjoy the presentations. All of them are very nice examples of our entrepreneurship program, so I hope you like them. And in order to start, I would like to give the floor and the ticker as well to Jordan from Chaingo, which is one of the finalist companies in the South Summit contest. So please, a big applause for Jordan. 3 minutes, the floor is yours.
Working? Everyone can hear me? All right, my name is Jordan Sorensen. I'm the CTO and co-founder of Chaingo Tech. Now, inside of Chaingo Tech, we aim to optimize the flow of information and data inside of the international supply chain. Focused primarily, well, you can see here, there's a lot of different actors involved in the supply chain. Many of us are familiar, it's complicated. There's a lot of bureaucracy. In fact, we see, as we move this through the supply chain, there's various breaking points we've seen in validation. Each one of these breaking points has a cost involved in it. That cost adds up. In fact, in Spain in 2016, over 4 billion euros spent in just not being able to get data in the right place at the right time. Now, what do we add? We're specifically applying blockchain-based solutions to help solve this problem. Why blockchain? Is it the buzzword of the day that we're throwing out there? No. We're specifically focused on the #1 value added for blockchain in this industry today, which is immutability. Our clients want to know that their digital documents are 100% the authentic, original, unmodified form of that document. What that gives to them is the ability to finally digitize their currently paper-based process. We currently have 2 methods for attacking the industry. First method is we have an online documentation management software that we've built to help clients interact with all the third parties involved to manage their documentation. In fact, it's got several functionalities to create orders, list orders, as well as move on through to track and trace, historical records, things that we're familiar with, as well as finally the documentation side, upload documents, share those documents, sign those documents, and validate them. The second method is there are many clients out there that are like, hey, this sounds great, we love your platform, I just spent $500,000 developing my own platform. That's really hard to switch to something new. So we directly work with them by integrating via microservices and APIs directly into the platform, the services that they currently have. Now, this allows us to take an example like this where we're trying to move data and documents from one side of the world all the way to the other side of the world, and everyone's got their own data silo, their own documentation process, and it makes it difficult and it creates this bureaucracy. In fact, we can throw as much technology as we want. We can throw blockchain, AI, doesn't matter. If we continue to promulgate these data silos, you've got your blockchain, you've got your blockchain, you've got your blockchain, we're not actually solving the actual problem. Which is why our second method is to approach it as more of a middleware, where we're actually sitting behind the scenes in between the systems that are already working to move the data from one side to the other and actually give this global transparency and immutability to the process. We've seen success with several pilot programs, reducing the need for their employees to be caught up in manual labor, as well as increasing the efficiency. Mau San Miguel, we did a successful pilot with them, seeing the reduction in their lead time. Our business model is a SaaS business model based on annual transaction volume through the platform itself. We position ourselves as being a high-end blockchain functionality, working with several different blockchains, being blockchain agnostic, as well as interoperability, working with the existing systems. Finally, to close out things, we are working inside of several accelerators inside of the ecosystem, as well as Blockchain's program, which is what we're doing with Zabala to bring specific solutions to small to medium enterprises. We're here currently in South Summit seeking investment to close our seed round of financing. And then finally, the team to bring us all together that we're extremely proud of. With that, we're Chaingo. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much for that great presentation. So this was one of the examples of the things we are currently supporting through our programs. And another good example that we are going to see now is Ciclogreen, coming from the south of Spain in Seville. Please welcome Gregorio Magno. Big applause.
Great. I'm Gregorio, CEO of Ciclogreen. We help companies and cities to promote sustainable mobility to reduce their CO2 emissions and air pollution. And why? Because cities are increasing in number and size, and there we have a huge environmental, social and economic problem, transport emissions. Most employees keep going to work by car, and they are suffering from stress, and also they are increasing CO2 emissions and air pollution. Companies and city councils want to face this problem, and they want to find solutions, but then they face two main barriers. There is a lack of motivation, because we are really used to go to work by car. And there is a lack of mobility data to be able to understand new mobility patterns and provide better infrastructure and services. Well, Ciclogreen provides a solution that helps our customers to overcome these two barriers. An online platform that allows companies and city council to reward their employees and citizens with free gifts for using sustainable means of transport. How does it work? Users only have to use our tracking app to register their sustainable trip to work. They will get points, and they will be able to win incredible rewards. And that's a powerful motivation. But we were talking also about data. We use all accumulated data to provide new information about mobility patterns to city councils, like this case in Barcelona. What you see there is 60,000 kilometers of cycling gathered with our app in only 1 month. Now Barcelona is using this data to improve the cycling lanes. And our business model is simple and highly scalable. We provide an online online platform for an annual fee to companies, universities, and city councils, including real-time dashboard, data visualization, even predictive models. And we are providing this solution in a huge growing market, targeting more than 45,000 cities only in Europe. We already have more than 40,000 users, and more than 20 customers in Spain, Argentina, and now with the first customer in the United States. And we do have the right team to keep growing these companies. After being featured internationally in the New York Times, Bloomberg, or The Economist, and received several awards, including Spanish Ministry of Environment, Google, we are looking for now 300,000 euros to accelerate growth. So if anyone is interested, I will be happy to talk later. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gregorio, for that great presentation. Now we are moving to artificial intelligence and image recognition from a Belgian company called Geckomatics. Please welcome to the stage to Bert from Geckomatics. Big applause, please.
My name is Bert. I am the founder and CEO of Geckomatics, and we are in the space of digital maps. And everybody knows these guys, Google Street View, which are the most known map makers. However, they have a problem, as all map makers do. It's that the data is often outdated, it's old, it's complex, it's not really fit for professional use, and a lot of people in the business are very frustrated by it. And this is why. This is the traditional way of making maps. You need an expensive car with all this equipment, costs like €250,000 or something. It's expensive, it's complicated, you need a trained operator to drive it, and as a result, your maps are not going to be updated often enough, so you have old data. And in the data world, garbage in is garbage out. So that is the status quo that Geckomatics is disrupting. How do we do it? We have developed an artificial intelligence-based system to create maps. We have designed a mobile camera that our customers use on their vehicles, cars, trucks, whatever, boats, whatever moves. This data goes to the cloud, and artificial intelligence extracts exactly the information that you need. Case in point, this, for example, is this is what the camera looks for. This is some of the artificial intelligence going on behind the scenes. There's image recognition, there's object positioning, there's depth estimation. You can do measurements, you can do virtually anything that you need to have high quality professional mapping information. Some of the use cases that we've been working on, garbage detection. We have garbage trucks running around for cities that want to have maps of the litter in order to do efficient cleaning up. We have infrastructure management. We have asset inventories, traffic signs, potholes, trees, street furniture, you name it, we can map it. Whatever you can see, we can map it. In ports, they do regular mappings to assess damages. For example, bollers that have disappeared, they just mount the camera on a ship to go along the quay walls. The business model is very straightforward. It's volume driven, so it's a SaaS model. The more you map, the more you're going to pay. It's pay per use. You get cloud computing power, you get a mapping camera and a web tool. We're in a very good market. It's a niche market, but it's a pretty big one. The mobile mapping market is growing at over 15% per year. It's a $23 billion market in the next coming years. And we are actually in a very good position to beat competitors. Basically, we have high-end professional competitors that are very, very expensive. And then we have the freebies like Google Street View and some others. We actually combine the good things and the bad things for both from the expensive and the free ones. And it's working. We are beating incumbent players in, for example, public tenders. These are market leaders in the Benelux, and we beat them, not just beat them, but by a margin. We really beat them fair and square. This is my team, which I'm very proud of. We're growing. We're looking at doubling the team in a year. And these are some of the projects we've been working on. They're growing over time, so we are quite on a growth spurt. We are currently active in Belgium, the Netherlands, Portugal, Poland, and we are looking at projects in even in Spain, in Italy, Austria, you name it, Lithuania. We're in Kenya. And talking to Canadian companies. We are supported by a lot of cool people, some of whom are here in the room. Thank you so much for that. I wanted to mention that. And that's it. We're raising an angel round, so if you want to talk to me, please do so. You can find us at geckomatics.com, and we're also on social media. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Bert, for that great presentation. Now we're moving to a company coming from sunny Barcelona. So I think Ismael is going to be here, our next presenter. They are going to introduce a logistics platform. They are a very young company, and I hope you like it as much as we do. Thank you very much. Please, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. I'm Ismael, co-founder of Hedyla. Nowadays, we are used to order something online and receive it a few hours or a few days later at most. But behind this process that can look simple for the final customer, there is a very complex network of providers, of agents that interact with each other. For many of these agents, for many of these logistic companies, this complexity is a problem. The efficiency is critical for them, and it's very difficult to play at the same level as Amazon, that they are imposing new rules. Right now, in order to face these problems, these new game rules, they use all software that is not optimized, that produces not optimal results, that their decisions. So in Hedyla, what we do is we optimize certain processes of the logistic chain, applying artificial intelligence to real problems. To do that, we use our cloud platform that is easily integrable with already existing systems of the logistic companies. We analyze the demand, we optimize the distribution and the warehousing, and produce both automated decisions and dashboards. Some automated decisions can be the routes that your distribution company has to follow every day, or the placement of the items in your warehouse to reduce the amount of time your operators spend moving inside the warehouse. Okay, there are some figures about the market size of the logistics. We can see that it's a very big market, and if we produce a very small optimization or savings, it's still a lot of money. So we think that it's a very potential market. Then regarding the competition, we know that there are already many many companies that do distribution optimization, but we want to focus both in the warehouses and in the distribution. And also we want to be easily installable and easily integrable with the current companies. So any company, any logistic operator can approach to the level of Amazon in terms of efficiency. How do we work? Well, we first do a free study for any company. They give us the data, our platform processes it, and we give them the result of the optimization we could reach using our product. After that, we have a phase of setup where we customize the specific parts of the product to the specific customer, and after that, we receive a monthly fee based on a percentage of the optimization that we reach. So in Hedyla, we believe that the future of logistics is in optimization, in reducing the resources we use, and in applying new technologies to a sector that is currently using outdated technologies. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that great presentation. And now, last but not least, we have another Spanish company, Hopu Ubiquitous, Hopu. So Antonio Jara, please join us and do your pitch. 3 minutes for you. Thank you.
Hello everybody, can you hear me? Yes, excellent. So we are Hopu, we are a smart cities and air quality company. I am Antonio Jara, the CEO. I was working all my life in research to make sure that the IoT could be scalable, could be easy to maintain remotely, and after transfer this knowledge to aerospace company like United States, I decided to apply in my country and solve key challenges as climate change. Today we have a very big challenge for air quality, is climate change. And more important, all our technicians, citizens are working daily about how to address all the regulation. So imagine, they need to apply for any tender, for any action, they need to attend a lot of regulation. And we thought that that is exactly what we need to address them. How to make sure that they can make sustainable decisions and action that simplify their current challenge. And that is where our solution is coming. We are doing a solution that is supporting all the decision making in its daily activities. I will give you very clear example. For example, Helsinki City, before they do an action plan, they hire us in order to understand where are the source of pollution. Because you cannot say that you will reduce 20% CO2 if you don't know where it's coming from. And results that the majority of this CO2 pollution is coming from industry, ports, etc. So you need to understand exactly how much you can reduce from a specific vertical. Other example, Madrid Central, we are in Madrid, low emission zones. We are right now the company who got the tender to do the low emission zone monitoring and understand, for example, how much really is impacting it. Another example, Seville, in south of Spain, pollens. We are doing the service to extrapolate in real time pollens in order to understand all these different impact over urban health. And all this is what we are doing. We are creating service to really help people to make decisions. We use data from different sources, open data, but also we have our own sensors in case that we don't have enough data in order to support that decision. Today, we are going to a lot of public tenders directly along, like Madrid, Seville, etc., also with big partners like Telefónica. At the same way, we are also doing business to business, integrating our solution in mobility, also in urban furniture, also in lampposts, etc. So we are integrating our solution in different ways and addressing in that way the market. We are already now over 25 cities around the world. Also, we have already over 20 partners integrating our product, and that is the way we are scaling up to make sure that we can continue working without any investment. Now it's all organic capital. We are already over 1 million euros revenue every year, and we are very sure that with the proper support, partners, and investment, we can really scale up much more, because we demonstrate that we are doing something that makes a lot of sense. We are over 23 people right now, also for extra. We have very well organized people working in both service and also the support of the hardware, and we are really highly motivated to continue working in this domain. We're looking forward to discuss with all of you after in the coffee break. Thank you.
So thank you very much, Antonio. These guys are great, right? So we have 5 more minutes in which I would like to open the mic for all of you here in the audience. So in case you have any questions to the companies or the startups that you have just seen, please raise up your hand and we will give you a microphone. Any questions? Don't be shy, come on. Pretty sure you have a lot of questions. If not, I will shoot the questions to them. No questions? Okay, so I would like to ask you, now I see some of you. All of you are engaged with us in different European partnerships or projects and so on. What would you consider one of the main advantages that these programs bring to your company in terms of scaling up or partnerships or things like that? So any of you, if you can answer so far, maybe Antonio, that you have the mic in the...
Hello? Yeah, now yes. I think the most important is, for example, Irsus. You have ES Business School, course, training, webinar. You can watch it during the night, weekend, wherever you want, and you know all the material when you need in order to understand venture capital, how to make a pitch, etc. So there is a lot of issues about how to create a business beyond of having the technology or the good idea. That, believe me, I have my company already 5 years. I didn't learn at all how to manage venture capital, terms, etc. until I arrived to Irsus and I started listening to all these webinars, and after even have the opportunity to have an email box to send some questions for free. Amazing.
Thank you. So any of you want to add any on top of that? Maybe Gregorio, who's been working with us. They have a mic for you there.
Thank you. I think the program is a great opportunity also for visibility, like this event. No? For startups, it's really difficult to get new customers. So I think we were very lucky to be part of those programs. Yeah, we will be keep growing thanks to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Gregorio. Yes, Jordan.
I was going to say, for our specific project that we're doing with Zabala is focused on solutions with an SME in the industry. And so it's given us a great venue to pitch to an SME and say, hey, we're part of this program, or we're pitching this program, let's do this together, instead of going straight to them in more of a direct commercial sale. So it's been a very good way for us to approach SMEs directly and build the right kind of relationship with them.
Okay, thank you, Jordan. Yeah, over there.
Okay, for us, the most important thing is the flexibility of the program, because as a startup, we are working day and night, and the ability to watch the webinars whenever we can. So it's the best part of the program.
Thank you. Awesome. So for the rest of the people, no more hands? Or maybe you have more questions? No? Okay, so just to let the rest of the audience, we are actually running more acceleration and incubation programs, right? So we will open a call for corporates, which we will start this autumn, in which we will select corporations that would like to partner with us in an open innovation program consisting on helping startups building challenges or sorting out challenges from those corporates with data. So this is, you can talk to Gregorio. Gregorio was part of the first edition of the European Data Incubator. So you can talk about him, about his experience, what we provide, and so on. And for the coming year, we will start with the proper startups call. So the first one will be a second call on Blockchains, which is our blockchain program. We match technology blockchain companies with traditional, we call them SMEs. So how to implement blockchain solutions in traditional companies, not so focused into technology, maybe, as you can see around. And also we will have different programs for the coming year. So we will repeat the data market services, in which we have Hedyla and Hopu. We will start new programs on personal data platforms and also on CPS and microelectronics as well. Most of the programs bring some additional financial support, which is equity free, because the money is coming directly from the Commission in the way of a grant, so it's not equity taken from the companies. That is also a very attractive message for the startups in the room. Also, part of the programs consist on joining us with different investors or business angels, so that we can secure follow-up rounds of the companies that we have in the participant programs. And I invite you all to go through our booth or talk to us. Laura here is also from the team from Zabala. So in case you want to know more about our programs, how to join us or how to build partnerships with us, we will be more than happy to connect you. Thank you very much for this wonderful session, guys. It's been a pleasure.